I remember the first time I felt an attraction towards the priesthood was during my confirmation day. The bishop, it was a long mass. Masses in Africa are really long, while in my parish are really long. So after this 5 to 6 hour mass, we're all ready to go back home after being confirmed, after our parents being witnessed us being confirmed, and the bishop tells our parents, not really us, tells our parents that he needs nuns and priests in his diocese because the nuns and priests are few in my diocese. And he asked our parents to raise their kids so that he could have more nuns and more priests. And I looked up to my mother, who was holding my shoulders. I told her I would like to be a priest. So my vocation story, if you were to ask me when do you think it began, that would be a point that comes to my memory. That's the earliest point I can remember. And God has been faithful to me in many ways through the many people I've met in my life ever since that day up to this day. God keeps confirming that desire through the activities of many people in my life, through the accompaniment of many people in my life. I first had contact with Maryknoll in 2005, back in my country in Kenya, in Kenyatta University. When I joined that public university, the chaplain was a Maryknoll priest, Father Lance Nadeau. That was my first contact with Maryknoll. And 4 years later, I expressed an interest to join Maryknoll, to become a Maryknoll priest. I got very much involved in the Catholic community at my former university. And just like I said earlier, the chaplain was a Maryknoll priest, Father Lance Nadeau. And I got to involve myself so deeply that I think it was a nurturing of my vocation, even without me knowing it. I was so attracted to the priestly life because of the example of Father Lance. Father Lance is someone who sees the good in the people he works with, and he entrusts the students with some works, with some responsibilities in the parish that I found was almost like Jesus entrusting a bunch of fishermen with the gospel. You could draw parallels with that. The way Father Lance entrusted us with the responsibilities in the parish, looking back, was almost like the way Jesus entrusted, Peter, James and John and some other fishermen with the gospel, something so important, as Bishop Walsh would say, a pearl that has a great value. The responsibility that the students grow up in helps the students to be confident about themselves and to serve the church fully, giving the church their all. I was so attracted to that kind of ministry that I saw in Father Lance Nadeau. My desire has always been to experience the love of God and share this love of God. I've experienced this love of God in deep, in immense ways, in profound ways, where I come from. I've experienced the love and the faithfulness of God throughout all my years, from my birth, in my family, in my parish community back in Kenya, and in Kenyatta University with Father Lance Nadeau. I would like to share this. There's a phrase in the United States, I think it's something, pay it forward or something like that. That's one way of understanding this. That's the basic way of understanding this. Profoundly, in a nutshell, in a phrase, this opportunity that Maryknoll is giving me is an opportunity to participate in the gift of mission that God grants everyone who's baptized. And I'm happy, I'm profoundly thankful that I can participate in mission. Jesus is telling us, is inviting us to listen to him so that we might live, so that we might get eternal life. What motivates me to stay in formation for the purpose of being a missionary priest It's the desire to serve God in the people that are around me, to live in a culture that is not my own, so that I can learn to listen, I can learn to love, and I can learn to serve.